Hello.
Happy Sunday.
Welcome, everybody.
Who's left?
Okay, so welcome to Sunday. Welcome to Character Snark. Welcome to SoulCalibur again.
2.
Yep. So we're just gonna do this one this week. This is gonna be fun. So we've done whole top row. I think we've done the entirety of the second row. We did Killick the last time.
That was the last one, yeah.
So now we're on to Xianghua. Or Xianghua.
I'm not sure. Chinese, it's hard.
Pronunciation of Chinese words is a little difficult.
Yeah.
I think I like blue more than red.
Okay. I think that's for standards, so that's
Yeah,
fine.
I think it is too.
Alright.
Versus Talim. Apparently
Mirror
we're
match.
just opening with... No.
Look, they've got...
Talim is like Filipino.
Dude, you think I don't know the difference?
I know
Filipino.
You know. And Xianghua is Chinese.
They're
so
pretty
no.
similar in size and speed.
You mean
and...
the characters?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Like, they're similar enough in the way they play. Is the thing. It's just like, I've played Talim. Anytime for some reason we like switch characters around and I end up as Xianghua, it's like, oh, this is kind of like Talim.
There we go.
How dare you kick me off?
Yeah, right at the very end.
Yeah. Just kidding?
Just kidding? Is Xianghua like evil?
I think we may have remarked on that in the past.
Okay, I didn't know she was evil.
She might be. Isn't
Justice
she?
will prevail. Just kidding.
Is she mentioned in one of the other? Oh, she was in Killick stuff, right?
Yeah, I think she was Killick's rival. Is that what we're considering?
The person at the end of the thing.
Yeah.
The last fight in arcade mode before Inferno. It was her, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, like she was trying to stop him from getting the soul edge.
Yeah, she was like, "No, don't do that." I think it's he killed everyone in his temple or whatever, and I think Xianghua may have been somebody related to that temple, but I don't know.
Yeah, something like that.
I think it's something like that.
But yeah, there's some sort of story for those two and possibly peripheral characters who aren't fighters or were fighters in the prior game or something.
Or something.
Or something.
Hey, Raphael is really, really confused. Why is he fighting this Chinese woman here?
Why
in this
is
library?
Why is anyone fighting anyone in SoulCalibur?
Also,
because they want the SoulCalibur.
Yeah, but I mean, also, like, this fight feels weird. I don't know why.
I don't know. Because they're both fencers from completely different styles of fencing.
Can you really even call her a fencer, though?
Well,
like,
she's got, like, a long, thin sword that's one-handed, and she kind of, like,
swordsmanship is, like, significantly different from,
yeah,
like,
it is
French
different.
rapier work. Like,
it's different. I said they're both fencers from very different styles of fencing, but that's kind of what she's doing.
I guess, yeah.
As opposed to it being, like, a broadsword, or one of them curved swords, or, like, a Ivy's whip sword, or some other weird thing.
I kicked him on the floor there. Did you see
that? Yeah, I did. Yep. So,
I said no mercy.
It's always our goal, right? To like try and kick people off the stage or be in other ways like embarrassing the opponent, right?
That is always our like attempt, and we never succeed.
Oh, we succeed sometimes.
I don't think we. I can't think of a single instance in which we have.
I don't know. You
maybe,
got a ring out
like,
just like 2 battles ago against Tom.
Well, no, that was I killed her and then ringed her out.
Yeah,
it wasn't.
Wow,
she was already dead at that point.
You've been doing good, just repeating like one move, which I've kind of.
A lot of these guys have no idea how to defend against it.
Yeah, it's weird, but I've kind of noticed you do cheese out the AI a lot in a lot of games.
I can't help it.
Sometimes
it's just how
what you gotta do. Yeah.
I like to cheese AI. I know it sounds shitty of me, but it's like sometimes it really does deserve it.
Yeah, sometimes you do it against me though, so it's
well, you're not much of an AI, so
thanks.
By which I mean you can't be cheesed so well.
I don't know. I think I probably could be. But, yeah, like, in fights in games like this against me, he'll do the same strategies. It's like, why are you doing the same move?
I just want to clarify, I didn't mean you're an idiot or anything.
Okay.
I just mean you're not good as an AI.
I'm not an artificial intelligence.
You're intelligent yourself.
I'm a real intelligence. Yeah. You know, like an organic one.
Yeah, an organic intelligence.
Yeah, a natural intelligence.
So, I know nothing about Xianghua outside of the fact that she was attached to Killick.
Yeah, and she got a sword.
She's also wearing like just normal clothes. I mean, I think these are. I think. Okay, wow. She's
well, there's
getting her ass
probably
handed to
a
her by
period in
Cassandra right
history this is supposed to reflect, and I don't know if it's normal to have like a short little haircut like that, and then like a little crown.
That's just kind of generic. It's kind of like Chinese kung fu gear, but at the same time, like she's very generic. Like just the way that she's dressed,
Yeah.
but she's not wearing a Chinese dress, which is good because that is a trap. People always go for.
You mean it's a cliche?
Yeah. Well, I feel like it's a trap, but sure, yeah. Cliche.
Well,
is a
like
good
you
way to
lift
put
it, and she's got like a bunch of spikes and stuff,
no.
like a fucking trap door down there.
No. I mean, like it's a choice.
Bunch of
that
razor
people,
blades.
It's a choice people make because it's an easy choice, but it's not a good one. Also, I'm not even sure if Chinese dresses are a real thing.
Yes, cheongsams are real.
I know,
They're
but the way people typically design them for
they're
characters.
from much like later in the timeline of reality.
Yeah,
They're kind of just a combination of like Western dress stuff and traditional Chinese.
Okay.
I don't know how common pants would have been, but what she's wearing honestly probably is more like historical.
Yeah, no, like I said, these are, I'm pretty sure I've seen these kinds of pants before on martial artists in movies and things like that, so at the very least, I know that they exist. They're not just made up specifically for this.
Yeah.
Wow, we're fighting Ivy in the goo pit.
Yeah.
Jesus.
It's the Medusa showdown in the goo pit.
Didn't we figure out that this was like acid or poison or something
I don't
stupid like that at some
remember.
point?
I don't remember. I think it was one of the stages that was explained to us already.
Yeah.
but I
It
don't
was explained as
remember
like
the details.
Necrod's thing, I think.
Wait, Necrod's the one who's
Sorry, not Necrod, the
yeah,
other one.
yeah,
the other
Astron.
one. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
easy to mix those two up.
They look so similar.
Yeah. Necrod
Oh,
though
fuck.
shouldn't have his own stage.
I'm being ruined. Oh no!
Yeah.
She's beating the crap out of me.
So that's her grab?
Yeah, her grab is turning you into a chair and like breaking your arm or your neck or something.
I know that there's dudes out there who love that.
Oh yeah, no, probably. I'm not one of them, but
Yeah,
yeah, sure.
no, I mean, everything about Ivy's like they knew what they were doing.
Oh yeah, no, it gets really obvious in later games too. Like this game kind of tones it down. At least in this game, she's got a pretty good costume. But
Well,
like,
this one is.
yeah.
Her other ones.
I mean, I meant this costume specifically because there are other games where, to my knowledge, I don't think she has this costume as an option.
Aw, this one's nice though.
Yeah, this costume looks super good. I agree.
Do any of her other alt costumes have like a leather mask involved?
I don't think so.
Good.
Why a leather mask?
They know what they're doing.
Oh, no. Although I think that this was one of the last games where they kind of pointed out that she, in this game, I think, has a believable bust line because as time goes on, as the games go forward, they give Ivy bigger and bigger boobs.
Oh, the Power Girl strategy. You just keep going until someone notices.
Yeah, it was kind of that, a little bit.
Yeah.
But even after people noticed, they still kept doing it.
For people who don't know, DC Comics character Power Girl in her original introduction, the artist literally just kept making her boobs bigger from page to page until an editor noticed. It's just literally, just slightly bigger every time.
Made them biggle.
Big ol' titties.
I know what you mean.
But yeah, no,
Ow, fuck, knee to the face.
I'm sure there's many other instances of artists and creators doing that until people notice, because, I mean, dudes.
I think it's every character in this series, by the way. Every female character.
Every single,
Well, I think so. I don't think it's all of them now that I think about it, because
I don't
think there
want
are
to think,
a handful.
because, I mean, look at
that don't have
Xianghua.
that.
She just looks normal.
I think Xianghua is one of the ones who isn't touched by that.
And I don't
But
want
I think a
them
lot
to,
of the other ones are.
I don't want Talum to have big boobs. That
I don't
sounds
remember
weird
if Talum
and
is.
gross.
I'm pretty sure Talum is not touched by that either.
Yeah,
I know Cassandra or her sister, who I can't remember the name of.
Yeah.
Ivy, and I'm pretty sure what's her face.
Taki?
Yeah, Taki.
How do her boobs get
by
any
that.
bigger, though?
You'd be surprised.
I wouldn't be. It was hypothetical. I know. I've been to the internet.
Yeah. Oh my God. He almost succeeded.
Oh.
Like, that was very close. Again, I can't fight, like, who is this, Mitsurugi?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't fight Mitsurugi for some strange reason.
Which is weird, because you can fight
Yeah,
as
I can fight
him,
as
so you
Mitsurugi fine, but I can't fight against Mitsurugi very well.
It just seems like you would be able to predict his moves better than I would. Well,
Yeah,
you got a
think so.
perfect there. There we go.
I couldn't stop. The aggro was a little too strong.
Yeah, you got it, though.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, and we've got SoulCalibur videos down to like a smooth 30 minutes almost every time. So, like...
Oh, here we go. It's Killick again.
It's like haircut Killick.
Please understand,
Okay.
You go any further.
I didn't notice how much makeup she's wearing.
Yeah, you don't get close-ups of the faces that often. Like, I bet you forgot Killick has a scar?
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
also,
he's stopping her instead of her stopping him, but she still said, I can't let you go any farther.
So they're both stopping each other.
Yeah. It's like, oh, I can't let you go after the soul edge. It's too dangerous. Let me do it.
Like, yeah, no, that's my job. I'm doing it
Yeah.
now. Oh, fuck.
It is Killick.
I know
He
it is.
spins and
I
he
know it is.
wins.
He does the spinning one with his stick.
That stick has way too much
Dick.
reach.
He's a massive fucking jerk.
I think what we found out is that he's secretly Jesus. So
It's something,
I mean,
yeah, he's secretly like Chinese Jesus or something.
Yeah.
That was the end of his storyline, was that he like
just meditates
locks
in a
himself in a
cave.
cave and then absorbs all the evil in the world. And it's like, okay, Killick,
Maybe we
holy
should just
shit,
let him get the
dude.
soul edge.
why? Why are you
'Cause
like this, Killick?
We don't know
What happened to
We
you?
don't know Xianghua's story yet, so she might also be a Jesus. She might be one of the Marys, regular or Magdalene.
Yeah,
I don't think she's
one
his
of the
mom.
other ones. I mean, I'm sure there's more than two.
Queen
or
of
four.
Scots?
There's 3 or 4 Marys in the Bible. Yeah, Mary, Queen of Scots. That was
She's
like
in the Bible?
Jesus's like poker buddy
Sister.
or something. Yeah,
It was his sister from one of King Henry's other wives.
Yeah.
I love this fan fiction we're writing.
It's not called a fan fiction when it's in the Bible. It's called a new
Okay.
book. There you go.
No,
I'm
if
handing
it's
the controller to
Bible-
Megan.
If it's fan fiction of the Bible, it's called Apocrypha.
Well, that's only
Oh,
if
he
it's
has
fan
a
fiction
unique,
that's
a unique talk for that.
Okay, it's only considered apocrypha if it's not considered canon. But fan fiction can sometimes be canon in the Bible, in which case it's considered a new book.
You know what? Yeah, good point. There's some stuff in the Bible that they just kind of left in.
Yeah, well, I mean, they leave a lot of it, and the apocrypha stuff. Let's not get into this. I don't want to get into this conversation. This is a long one.
Yeah.
All I'm gonna
I
say
don't
is
even know that much about that stuff.
Apocrypha starts out as potential books that are dropped by the general church because they feel that they don't like jazz with the rest of the books in the Bible. Like that's how that works. And the last time they wrote a Bible was hundreds of years ago.
Only hundreds?
Well, it would be the New Testament.
Yeah. So like a 1,000 years ago at the very least.
Maybe
2,000.
I don't. No.
roughly.
Because assembly is how it actually works. So you have to look at when the actual books was assembled and things like that. And the current version, depending on what Bible you're reading, if it's the King George version, for instance, would be hundreds of years ago. And then if you're reading, like any of the English New Testaments tend to be very specific and like, I don't want to go into this conversation.
I'm losing.
Yeah, religion is something that I don't want to touch if I can help it. I was going to point out, did you notice that the last time we saw Xianghua, she was wearing the red dress?
I don't remember?
Okay, I had mentioned when we were like doing the fights during that it seemed really weird. It was awkward and really distracting that they baked in the shadow for her ass on the back of the dress. So every time the dress would like billow or anything like that, her butt just stayed on the dress somehow, even though it wasn't touching her anymore. And I've realized that these pants are that as well. These pants don't billow, but like if you see it, it's clearly baked in shadow.
Oh yeah, her ass is like highlighted.
Like,
There it
super
was.
intricately. That is not, like, shading. That somebody went in and went, I'm just gonna make it darker here and lighter over here. And it's like, no, stop. It looks terrible. It looks so bad.
It was
Any
a GameCube
lighting makes
game.
it look 1,000 times worse.
GameCube.
This isn't a GameCube game.
Yes, it is.
Well, I mean, this one is, but this game also came out on PS2 and
yeah.
Xbox.
Well, it was all in the same era.
I think they're
like,
all
this
running on the
game's
same
old.
stuff, too.
They're running on roughly the same hardware
Technology, yeah.
limitations. So that's just kind of what they did for 3D models back then.
I don't know. I'm just saying. It looks really weird. Oh my god, what the fuck even
I think
is
that was
he?
Yoshimitsu, but I don't remember for sure.
Yoshimitsu would have a big flag on his back, though. I don't think that's who that is.
Then I can't be sure.
I can't tell who it is off the top of my head. It's somebody with... Well, no, just Inferno himself has wings, I guess. But I don't know who the fuck that was. He had, like, a little sword. Oh, good. This is Astaroth.
Yeah.
Had to get him in here somewhere.
Yeah, because we didn't fight. Do you think that matters? We fought versions of Inferno that were based off of characters we've already fought in the arcade.
Yeah, we have.
right?
In fact, sometimes we fight Inferno, and like the first thing he is us. Like
Okay,
he
so
can
it's not
sometimes
like-
just be the player too.
It's not like we're fighting.
Now he's killing.
Damn it! Get the stick out of here. So help me. Put it back where it came from.
Yeah. Okay, you killed him. He's dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
Inferno is the deadest shit. Look at him.
For now, until next
Look at
Sunday.
he blew up into a sword.
He always does, but he
he's
doesn't
not
mean
the
it.
particular evil one though. He's the he was the evil destroying sword.
Are they?
They look
sometimes-
different. One of them has a big ass eyeball on it. The other one doesn't.
I know, but sometimes they're almost like treated like the same.
Reunited
It's
with
weird.
her sacred sword,
Her
Xianghua
sword.
became an ethereal light within the evil aura.
Her sword.
Yeah, the malevolent entity perished, unable to sustain its existence against such power.
This is
Her sword then fell silent. Perhaps it knew it had fulfilled its purpose. Xianghua headed home with it in hand.
fucking. Is she?
To put an end to the ever-growing rumors about the evil sword, she vowed to never lie again as she journeyed home.
What lie did
What?
she tell?
What
Holy
lie did
shit!
she tell? What did you do?
What did you do? Yeah, no, okay, so it's her sword, and she, upon, like, gripping it, purified it instantly.
That's the choice you made,
but-
Xianghua.
But when... What lie did she tell that caused a monster sword? What the fuck?
I told people the sword wasn't evil.
And it turned out to be true.
I told the people the sword was evil. And there's two swords, as it turns
Museum.
out. Yeah, I remember.
Did you?
Yeah, sort
Okay.
of. So Xianghua.
Alright.
Her
No
select
name.
character's weapon. Most familiar and well-balanced weapon for her. No name.
No name.
No name.
Okay. Just
kidding. Fuck. Alright.
Alright.
Chai Xianghua.
Why couldn't they just call her Chai? That's so much easier for us to pronounce in America.
Age 20, birthplace the Ming Empire, Peking. Height 5 foot, weight 101 pounds, birth date April 2nd, blood type B, weapon Chinese sword, weapon name no name.
Okay.
Or
Also,
Noname? I don't know.
she's cutting her shoulder pretty bad there.
Yeah, it's literally in there.
Yeah.
Like the polygons are showing it.
Her discipline also seems to have no name.
Yeah, discipline with swordplay passed down from her mother.
Okay.
Family, mother deceased, father deceased, according to her mother.
They both have no name.
Xianghua became a member of the Royal Guard with her skillful swordsmanship nurtured since childhood. She was then assigned on a mission to find Soul Edge. Unfortunately, the Emperor's hand-picked search party failed to produce the hero's sword.
Your cadence on that
Yeah,
sentence was weird.
that was weird. The Emperor's hand-picked search party failed to produce the hero's sword. That's how I should have read it. Truthfully, Xianghua had found the sword, but she disobeyed her orders and destroyed the demonic weapon after learning its true nature. Falling into disfavor with the Emperor, Xianghua was stripped of her rank and reassigned to a menial position.
You destroyed an evil demon sword?
How
Go
dare you
mop some
destroy my
floors.
evil sword?
You are the janitor forever.
You get a desk job, Xianghua. One day, news reached Xianghua that the Emperor attacked a castle that supposedly housed a member of the search party who had found the hero's sword, but refused to hand over the weapon to the Emperor. Soldiers were dispatched and the castle fell, but the sword was never found. Xianghua was summoned, for they required her knowledge and experience. Xianghua had destroyed the evil sword. Soul Edge did not exist in this world, but the investigation proved otherwise. Xianghua heard rumors of Soul Edge fragments that existed in this place.
So that's why everyone's got chunks of, like, flesh metal.
Yeah, she broke the sword and then went, yeah, just leave the pieces around.
And then, like, Talon picked one up.
Yeah,
I
and
think
then they just got
Astaroth had
spread
one.
around, because of course they did. They're evil.
Yeah, they just got up and walked away.
So the entirety of SoulCalibur II, then, is Xianghua's fault. She did this.
Yeah, I don't know what the alternative would have been for her, though. Like, how do you, like, successfully destroy it for good?
I don't know. If this proved to be the truth, she had to find every single fragment and crush them down until nothing remained. Apparently that's how you do it. You gotta treat the sword like Cell. Just completely destroy it.
That might explain why everyone's got chunks of it, but also, like, Nightmare just has it.
Yeah.
It just regrows like a starfish.
Xianghua left on a journey, words of her mother echoing in her mind. Cut your path through an uncertain future, said
Her
Xianghua's
mom's
mother.
got a voice for radio.
Yeah. Bully! No, yeah. Stage, we've been here before.
Yeah.
Xianghua
it's-
Siege Ruins. This is Mitsurugi's
Mitsurugi's-
stage.
Yeah, which shouldn't be, but okay.
Xianghua positioned near the western border of the Ming Empire was
Jiwei.
What did I call it?
Xianghua.
Sorry, Jiwei, positioned near the western border of the Ming Empire, was a vital stronghold for maintaining the Emperor's western territories. Tragically, when the Emperor believed the castle was hiding the hero's sword from him, he dispatched an army to... Wasn't this his castle?
Someone else's.
Okay, ultimately the citadel was destroyed. Sadly, the army failed to find the sword in the rubble of the stronghold. Was Soul Edge, known in this region as the hero's sword, really at Jiwei? Jiwei? What did I call it?
Jayway?
Jiwei?
Jiwei?
Did Janeway really have the hero's sword? How will the SoulCalibur people get to space to find it? Or was this place destroyed due to a misunderstanding? No one can answer these questions now. I'm sorry, that was a Star Trek joke. That was awful.
I don't get those.
Don't worry about it.
You've been watching a lot of Star Trek lately. I
can't help
ignore
it.
that you've been doing so.
Yeah.
Fuck that. It's every time I see you watching, it's like, this looks boring, dude.
Don't worry about it.
You're looking for like some sort of shout for you to.
Yeah.
Oh, there was a wink. How did you get her to wink?
That was what was it, this one? No, here, this one?
No.
No, her eyes!
Oh, they were out of sync.
Ugh.
GameCube.
Was I being a meanie?
She does kind of have a lot of, I don't want to call it makeup.
It's
Some of
clearly
it's
makeup. It's clearly makeup.
Some of it's makeup, some of it is baked in shading. She's got like some pink eyeliner, but then
It's
everything
like her
else
butt,
is...
but it's on her face.
Yeah, the rest is just supposed to be like the area under the brow. It's a little much. Although, for some reason, her, like, character museum thing has...
Alright, I'm sorry.
For some reason, it's sunset right now, so we're not even getting a very good look at her colors and the way her textures are baked.
Yeah, that's not so good. She's very plastic on the back. I just noticed, like the back of her body, like the back of her torso.
It's GameCube levels of detail, so
Yeah, the
everything's kind of
shading
plastic.
engine in this game is kind of meh.
How does her hair work? Is it all just kind of gelled back to a point?
Yeah!
Very anime.
Oh man, I didn't even notice that. She's got like she had long hair and then she gelled it back and just cut it or something.
Yeah.
In this position, I'm guessing.
Yeah, with that sword,
hair
which is...
Yeah, her hair was an accident.
Yeah, she just decided to pose with the sword and slice.
Yeah, that's all that happened.
Alright, so let's fight.
Alright, let's finally finish this up.
So one of us is gonna be Xianghua and the other is gonna be Killick. Is that gonna be how we do it?
I guess. Who do you want to be?
I think last time I was Xianghua, so this time I'll be Killick.
Okay, this time I'll be Xianghua then. I'm
right.
also going to use the costume that we didn't use for this whole
All right,
fight.
how do I switch them again?
It's
Y.
Y.
Okay.
Yeah.
It says on the screen. I should have known
Yeah,
this.
you probably should have noticed.
Yeah. All right. I like this version of him better.
So you got to select
Okay.
it.
Where is it?
It
Yeah,
should
that's
be...
it. That looks like
yeah,
it.
that's it.
Yeah, I'll try to use the correct stages for the characters. Her hair in this form looks a little better. It just kind of looks like a
Yeah,
bob
it does.
cut.
Honestly, this hair is significantly better than the other costume.
Yeah.
It makes more sense at the very
I
least.
like the other costume, but I like that hair. I like all parts of this Killick. The other one's not as nice. Okay. Let's see if I remember how to spin and win with Killick.
No. Let me just answer that question for you.
Shit. I don't. I know that once you get started, it's hard to stop him.
Yeah.
But how do I start?
Yeah.
How do I start
How do you
Killick?
start Killick? You gotta pull the cord really fast.
Vroom, 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 vroom.
Yeah, it's a one-time pull. That's all you gotta do. Oh, crap.
Yeah.
Okay.
There we go.
Fuck. Okay. Fuck.
I started Killick.
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 Alright.
Alright, one more.
Yeah. You won't survive. Make your time.
Fuck.
Crap.
Ah. Well, I made a bit of a comeback.
Yeah. And then I broke your arms, I guess.
I think also in the other games we play, you guard by pressing back. I finally learned to start doing that. In this game, you
This
press
game, it's a
B.
button push. Yeah.
So it's like shit.
Yeah,
I need to remember to
guarding
guard.
via button press is a thing that throws a lot of people off in fighting games because there are only a handful of games that do it.
Yeah, well, the fact that I'm guarding it all in other games is progress and mean being less bad at video games.
Mortal Kombat also uses a button press for guard.
okay.
People hate it. It,
Yeah,
it
we've
increases the
never played
number of buttons on that you actually need for
Yeah,
the fighter.
and honestly, like on the GameCube controller, you can press B and A together, and that's grab, but you can't like press B and then quickly press Y or X.
No,
so it's
no.
it's a little more cumbersome.
Okay, so final thoughts on Xianghua?
Why did she do that?
Why did she lie?
Why did she lie to the
Who goes
Emperor?
up to the Emperor and just lies like that?
I don't know what her other options could have possibly been. I guess she should have found Killick immediately and gave him the sword and told him to get in that cave. But, like, I mean, why did you do that?
She's the fucking hero we all deserved, I guess. She destroyed the evil blade and then caused it to just spread as like 80 fragments.
Yeah, everyone
instead.
came up and was like, we would like some evil sword, and she broke it in parts. It's like, you can have this, and you can have this.
She's the one at fault for the entirety of this game.
Yeah. Or
It's all Xianhua's fault.
at the very least, does that make her the canon win timeline for SoulCalibur 1, which we have not
Potentially,
played?
Yeah, well, we haven't played it. We don't
Yeah.
have it around. So.
Yeah, I don't.
Also,
have
it's
it.
important to point out that SoulCalibur 1 isn't even the first game in the series.
Uh-huh.
There are, if I remember correctly, I think the games prior to that are called Soul Edge. Mm-hmm. And I think there's 2 of them before SoulCalibur.
Okay.
I could be
The
wrong
lore
about that,
gets
though. I
deep.
could be wrong.
I don't know
Yeah.
how much we can blame Xianghua for, but we can blame her a little bit.
Because they started with a different title, moved over to SoulCalibur, and then rather than moving over again, just kept it as SoulCalibur, and now we're into like SoulCalibur 7 or 8 now, and it's like, okay.
Okay.
Can we have another sword name? Like, does it need to continue to be this way?
Let's wrap it up. She's
Okay,
gonna
yeah.
like get tired of bending over like
yeah,
that.
she's gonna die. All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night.